Hey guys, we're on the Tomahawk. We just headed in, 2-day trip. These are crew members, the guys that work on the deck every day. We have Brandon, Monkey, his nickname, Captain Bryce, and guys, for the first timers that are coming out, or guys that don't have experience at overnight boats, what are some of the little tips you could give our viewers?
Make sure to have your glow-in-the-dark brakes stay ready and your flat falls, because it's getting in that season to get those bluefin.
One other thing I would definitely do is talk to your local tackle shop and see what's been working lately as far as any type of lures or specific hook size or line size, and you know, reach out, send an email out to the boat and see if you can get a response from the boat. A lot of times they're able to respond even on the water, so we'll be able to give you the most up-to-current information as far as what you really need and what you don't need, so you're not wasting your money.
And another thing, while you're out here offshore fishing, it's really important, make sure you keep your line in front of you, communicate with the people next to you. It's really important. You don't want to lose, especially these big bluefin we're out here catching. You get a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you don't want somebody messing that up. So just stay on your line, make sure you can feel your bait, and keep your wind in your face, and you should be having a good time.
Now, for first-timers, when you're surface fishing, I believe fluorocarbon is really important. How important do you guys think fluorocarbon is?
Definitely fluorocarbon's key. It gives that invisibleness between your line and your mono, your braid, and it gives you a better bite ratio.
And it's definitely a lot more abrasion resistant. That way when that hook is kind of deep in the fish's mouth, or if the fish takes a funny turn and the line crosses, it's going to stand up a lot longer to the abrasion and the cutting versus regular monofilament, because the monofilament is very soft. And usually your fluorocarbons are a bit stiff, and again, very abrasion resistant. It's one of the major keys to landing these bigger fish is having that fluorocarbon, so that way when you are tangled with other people, whether it be just a hook or a lure, or hooked up with the fish, you can rub all over the fish and have a better chance at landing that fish. Again, fish of a lifetime.
And then another thing I see with first timers, a mistake I see a lot, is they don't communicate with one another. Like coming over, under tangles. What do you think about that?
Like I said, follow your lines when you are over or under. A lot of times it's hard to see your line. So a good way to follow, you just touch your rod tips together, and you can always tell who's over and who's under, and you want to say I'm going over or I'm going under, just so you're clear on, you know, what maneuver you're going to be making, because if both of you are on a fish, it's really dire. If you just say over, you guys can get tangled up because he might think that you're going over or he's going over. So just say I'm going over, I'm going under.
If you guys are lucky enough to get a big tuna like this, or any tuna, it's really important when they stick your fish with the gaff, you put your reel in free spool, keep your thumb on the spool, don't let it turn into a bird's nest. Sometimes the fish come off the gaff, they just fall off, but once that fish gets on the deck, it's going to be bouncing around. You got to give the guys line to work with. And if you keep winding, it's just going to be a mess. So once they stick it, put it in free spool, keep your thumb on it, and let them do their job. Once the fish is back here, you take all your photos you want, but let the guys do their job. These guys are on the water every day, so you need to pay attention. If they tell you to put on a certain size hook or a certain color jig, do that. They want you to have such a good time that you can't wait to come out the next day with your friends. The only way they make money is when the boats run and the boats are full. You're happy and you reward them afterwards with a nice tip, and that's what it's all about. These guys can get jobs doing other things, but they love to fish. They love passing on that information, and that's why they're here. So if you guys listen to the crew members, doesn't matter what your boat you're on, but especially here on the Tomahawk, they're out here all the time. I was with these same guys in December, and we got limits of bluefin. Nobody catches bluefin 2 days before Christmas. We did that. Nobody catches bluefin in February. We did that on this trip. So listen to the crew, take their information. Any last thing you want to let people know?
Come fish with us and have a good time.
Come aboard, enjoy yourself, catch some fish.
Don't be shy, and there's no such thing as a dumb question, so shoot, give us your best.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, call the landing, call the boat, as far as like getting your bunk reserved, stuff like that. Great cook on this boat, so good food, and you guys won't be disappointed. It's lots of fun. All right, thanks guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks guys. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and just want to remind you, we have that contest going all year long. Every month we'll be giving away prizes. You still have time to get in while you're watching the video. Subscribe right here to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment down below. Make sure you like this video, and also follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I'm TV Dan on Instagram. Thanks again for watching. Enter the contest, and maybe you'll win a trip to come fish with me on my boat, the Mi Sueño. Thanks guys, talk to you later.